Association football. The beautiful game, the most popular sport on planet Earth, bringing hope, joy, passion, entertainment and opportunity to more than 4 billion fans worldwide. I've been going to watch football since I was 4 years old. I had a season ticket for over 20 years and I've been lucky enough to work in the industry on and off over the last 4, and I really appreciate all the thrills and excitement that comes along with it, not to mention the rent it's paid. But my good God, if I'm being honest, usually I wish I'd never bothered. And that's kind of the point. You see, football isn't for happy people. It's not for the optimistic, the self-assured, the emotionally stable. It's not here to lift spirits and life affirm every week. 90% of the time, football is a curse. It's for the miserable, the frustrated, the downtrodden and the pained. I'd go as far as to say, on balance, football is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, in a list that includes my ex-girlfriend and chlamydia. I'm all good now. You see, to be a football fan, a real football fan, is to have a team thrust upon you unwittingly at a young age, to be unfairly chained to them emotionally, socially, often financially throughout the rest of your life, like a partnership you can't escape, a marriage you can't annul, no matter how much fitter your mate's wife is, or how poorly yours does in the January transfer window. That analogy needs some work, granted. Most football fans in the world don't support Barcelona, Liverpool, Madrid, City, Bayern. To be fair, a lot of them do support United, but they're kind of having their 40 days and 40 nights right now, thank God. No, most football fans support their own crap local team, living in the desperate hope that they someday get slightly better than they are now. That maybe they'll be gifted a cup run or a promotion to a higher division. And that shared lunacy is what binds us together. I am a Preston fan, a founding member of the Football League, the first team to win the double, first to go unbeaten in the league, and all the other meaningless sound bites we drill into ourselves to help us forget that that happened when Queen Victoria was on the throne, and we haven't played in the top flight for 59 years. While the likes of Burnley and Blackburn and even Blackpool have been able to peer down at us from the lofty heights of Match of the Day. Football is not like music, television, film or theatre. It doesn't distract you from the terrors of the world with the opiates of art and fantasy and pretend. It usually distracts you with more insanity and misery and dread. The fact you've travelled to Hull to watch your team get turned over 4-1 on a Tuesday night, watching goals disallowed, players sent off, your former strikers wildly celebrating scoring against you, leaving you with all the pride and dignity of being dropped off at the school gates by Piers Morgan after he's banged your mum. Spending money you don't have to feel little more than cold hopelessness for 90 minutes, followed by a wallowing existential dread on the drive home. Then you get people who hate football, or sport in general, getting their backs up about us, referring to our team's successes as ours, as if we had something to do with it. Which is, of course, because we do. Without fans paying good money to see middling entertainment every year, these clubs wouldn't exist. We're every bit as important as players on the pitch or the chairman in the stands. So you're damn right we're going to take some responsibility for it. It's not like being a fan of a band you listen to on Spotify and then go to see every now and again, or buying the new Call of Duty once a year and playing it to death with your mates online. We're at the coalface, taking an emotional and financial beating every week. That said, if you're a glory supporter of a massive, consistently successful club that's never actually been to a match but takes a piss out of everybody else for having a crap team, I'm not talking to you. You're responsible for nothing. Unless you're in another country, in which case you might not be able to get there, so fair play. But you've probably got perfectly good crap local teams there too, and they need your support. Anyway, this is Miseryball, a new vlog type thing I'm trying out for 2020. Every week, or until I get too busy, preoccupied, or let's be honest, lazy to do it, I'm going to be venting about the ugly side of the beautiful game. Not just as a Preston fan, not just as a fan of the bigger games or the star players either. I'm not here to fap over Messi or rim Ronaldo. He gets enough of that on the internet already, and Lord knows what he gets in his private life, possibly full penetration. I'm just here as a fan of the real meaning of football. Moaning and hopelessness. And that's why we love it. But it's not why we love it, but it'd be sort of meaningless without it. Like if Love Island was full of beautiful people who are also really smart. No one wants to watch that. I don't watch it anyway, but I'm just trying to say something relatable. So, send me your gripes, your stories, your anger and frustration. Slip into my DMs like the uncomfortable millennial creeps that you are, and give me some ideas that I don't have to generate myself. In a bit.